This is Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law with Debbie London Baker.
Well, listen, Debbie, I know because I'm a DIYer for a lot of things. You know, I'm the guy who goes to YouTube and will, look up how to and then plug in whatever it is.
Right.
There's a lot of folks that have maybe done their own will or are thinking about, you know what, this is a good conversation. We should probably do a will. I know you can do one of those. You can do it like $9.99 online, or you can do it yourself. Just download the forms. What is your advice for people who want to do their own will?
For those listening, I'm sitting here nodding my head as if you can see it. Okay. I am completely opposed to doing your own documents. I mean, I think that the thing I've learned is if you download a document, whether it's a will or I had somebody tell me yesterday they downloaded a power of attorney, you cannot be sure that it's compliant with your state. So let's say you download a will from xyz.com and it was legitimate in 2020. That doesn't mean it's legitimate in 2022. And unless they've got people, because the law changes. So, for instance, right now I've got a client who drafted a power of attorney according to Mississippi law, which is not compliant with Florida law, and it's going to be redrafting the whole thing to make it compliant with Florida law.
Gotcha.
So I think it's very dangerous. People still do it. I think it's dangerous, and if you do it, I think you should find an attorney who'll give you a flat fee to review them for you to let you know.
What do you say to family members, speaking of that, who want to contest a will? Does that ever happen? I know it does.
Yeah, it happens. I don't do that. So what I say is let me refer you to somebody. But
why would somebody contest a will? What's the thought process there? They just don't like. They don't like what.
They don't like the provisions.
Yeah.
Okay. They're convinced there was a previous one that didn't have the same provision. They think that the person who wrote the will was unduly influenced by. So let's just say I name you my personal representative. That's
Sure.
the term in a will. Okay. And you're my son, and there are 4 of you. I have 4 children.
Now the other 3 aren't worth a dime. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So the 3 of them come and say, "Well, we think that Mark twisted her arm to name him personal representative."
Sure. Which I probably did because that's just
Okay. So I'm not here, so I can't. I'm not here to even defend myself. Or even agree with them. But
right.
the point is that that's what they think. And so what I tell people who want to contest a will, I said, here's what you have to be really careful of. And actually, my engagement letters for estate planning now include, so actually the people I'm meeting with tomorrow, the daughter called me, and it says, undue influence has not been exerted by Susan Jones.
Gotcha.
So
they can get that out into the air.
But they contest it because there are probably times where it has been undue influence. Undue influence also happens a lot with seniors,
Sure.
where seniors change their wills to their caregivers, and that's because the caregivers are. I've seen it. A dementia patient.
They get so close to the caregiver and they want to do something for them.
They don't remember that their children visit them every single day,
Gotcha.
And so the caregiver says, "Well, your daughter, Debbie, hasn't been here for a week."
Right.
So those are probably worth contesting, but they're very, very expensive.
Gotcha.
And you really have to have more than the upset that you got everything to do it. But I'm happy to refer you to somebody who loves going to court and arguing.
This has been Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law. Learn more at londonbakerlaw.com. Thanks for listening.